Welcome to the playground of potential. I'm Matt the Poet, and this is my playground. Today, I'd like to talk about resistance, this frictional force that opposes the creative force. And no matter what you're doing in life, resistance can build when you place a task on the back burner. And it's directly relational in size and magnitude within our sort of conscious mind to how long it's been placed on the back burner. So we've all had those dishes that we put off cleaning for however long, three days, a week, it doesn't matter. But as long as that goes on, the idea of doing those dishes becomes harder and harder. At least that initial jump past the frictional force of resistance becomes more and more difficult. And that's the simplest way to remove resistance, and that is to go from your idea to creating your idea as quickly as possible. Now, when I have inspiration that comes through, I try not to leave it at all. I try and go directly into the source of that inspiration and start creating with it, because I've learned over time that even if I write it down and say, I'll come back to it later, the chances go way down as to whether I will actually complete that project based on whether I did it immediately or whether I took my time. You know, I was a procrastinator growing up, and with that, I became really adept at working against a deadline. I thought that my best work came out because of the pressure that a deadline created. But the truth is that your dreams don't have deadlines. They just have progress or not progress. And the real world demands that you act despite any sort of time management that could exist, right? So it is my suggestion that you jump right in. If you have inspiration for something, leap. Because that leap will take away so much inertia that can grow and build if you put it off even just a little bit. Suddenly it becomes this larger and larger, heavier and heavier thing in our minds. And now we know it's not actually growing in difficulty as time goes on. On a conscious level, on a logical level, we know this. But it's an unconscious reaction because you've told your body, this is too difficult for me. And it doesn't know too difficult for me now from too difficult for me later, right? It's just saying, I don't have the energy for this. Well, if you don't have the energy for it now, it's going to assume you certainly don't have the energy for it later because nothing's changed. Now, we can overcome this resistance force, right? It's not a forever obstacle. Like I said, it's an illusion unto itself. It's a house of cards. So you can really sidestep it and move past it. In fact, if you find that resistance is building towards anything that you're trying to create, that's all you have to do. Come up against the point where you're like, this feels uncomfortable. It's causing some level of stress within you to even consider doing the thing, and then let go of the stress. Because the stress is a reaction to something that's not real, right? We've built up something larger in our head. And if you can do that, that's the sort of alchemy of transmuting resistance into the nothingness that it truly is, right? So how do you do that? How do you simply let go of the stress? Might feel like that might be a challenging thing. Well, you downregulate the nervous system. So breathing that emphasizes the exhale. is the easiest way to downregulate the nervous system into the parasympathetic nervous system, to relax the body, tell the body that it's safe, that it doesn't have to be in survival mode, where stress is what motivates us in these moments that used to be, running from a predator. But in this instance, we're coming up against the thing that's causing us stress, say the dishes. And it's as simple as taking deep, long inhales, audible exhales. The audible sigh is one of the quickest ways to get there, to downregulate. Yeah. And if you can actually tell your body that you're safe, suddenly that resistance will disappear and the task will seem much more manageable. I invite you to try this out in your life. When you get that inspiration to do the thing, do the thing. Future you will be very happy you did. Now, if you find yourself in need of guidance, I offer that. You can find my one-on-one transformational guidance sessions on my website, playgroundofpotential.com. And I'm really looking forward to helping people in that space. So if you happen to feel like you need help making your way to the next chapter in your life, I'm here for you. And if you like this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share it with others. I just appreciate you being here. And till next time, peace.